Okay, so you've decided to run the Mazda Mx5 in the Nurburg 24-hour. Poor you and poor me. So here's going to be a little quick track guide, maybe a few tips along the way, get you a little more situated in case you have any problems. Well, let's get right into it.
Alright man, hustle it around, bring it this lap.
So, pretend we're on a flying lap here. Into turn 1, we're going to be braking about that 100-meter board. Or the second board, if you will. Get down into second gear through the first and second corners. I find optimal shifting points at about the third yellow light on the rev limiter. You don't want to use too much. Now, the key to this car is you don't want to use too much braking. Alright? A lot of the times you're just going to want to roll this thing through the corners. Like right here. Channel shift in the third and just let it roll a bit. Do that the best I can while commentating. Sweep the corner on the inside, get all exit corner you can. Exit on corner anyways. Little stuffy nose here, I'm trying my best folks. So fly that through the Schumacher S, I've never been so confident. Here you don't want to go into fifth gear. Brake at that 100. Let it roll a bit. Click the apex. This was a little trickier. Just maybe a little bit of brake. Unless you're really confident, throw it in there without any brake. Here, you're going to want about 50-meter board. That last little marker, throw it in the fourth. Maybe dance a line on the throttle a little bit. Maybe feather it. And now onto the Nordschleife. Third gear through there. Want to get good, nice and close to that curve so you can have a lot of exit speed. Use all the road on exit. Here, wait until that corner to shift into fifth. Maximum power band. Here you want to maybe just brake a little earlier than I did. You saw the car's going to want to come around when you downshift. And again, no braking. You can see my throttle and brake input. Maybe just a little bit here just to turn the car. Get over the curve a little bit. Now you're onto this long straight. Full throttle for a good 30-45 seconds. This is a good opportunity to let GT3 cars past. Always stay off of the racing line. I usually tend to stay to the left of the lane, if you will. Here I don't shift into sixth. Maybe that's just for qualifying purposes, but it keeps a bit more speed. Over this little crest right here, be really careful it doesn't unsettle and you spin around. You can shift into fourth if you'd like, but again, that's preference. Keep it nice and tight through there so you can use all the room on exit again. You could maybe shift a little faster here sooner since you're going downhill. Once again, I don't shift into sixth gear. As we just barely reach velocity speed on the exit, or at the bottom of the hill, and as you see me go down there. Want to keep it nice and tight through there. Maybe clip a little bit of that curb on exit on the right side. That's alright. Just as long as you get it nice and clean. Now starting to this. Maybe get off the throttle a little bit so the car rotates a bit more. Don't want to clip any of that grass on the right hand side, you'll go around. Brake a little early as to get the car into that corner. Again, staying in the same gear. Get off the throttle a little bit, let it roll, brake a little, trail brake it. Shift into fifth here. Just give it a bit of brake, let it roll through the first corner, and then start picking up the throttle. Down to the third. It was maybe a bit sloppy, but it's just a little pace lap, isn't it? So here, it's going to be very tempting to shift into fifth. So a bit of brake, let her roll, pick it back up. Here, absolutely no brake, as I nearly throw it into the wall. It can be done. You just got to let off a little earlier than that, and you'll carry. If you do it just right, you'll carry just about 73 miles an hour into there. Now this, about that black board, shift her down into fourth, let her roll through the corner, give it a bit of brake, of course. And then that corner that we just passed, braking zone, minor braking zone I might add, is one of two horrifyingly important corners when it comes to exit speed. It's that one and the corner coming onto the long straight at the end of this lap. Because you need so much exit speed. And if you just get like a mile or two off, you're going to lose a good 2/10 in your lap. So going through there, never felt more confident. Going full throttle. Still full throttle, full throttle. Now when we get about to these curves, you want to start braking. Throw her into third. Keep it nice and close to those curbs. Use all the room on the track you can. Into the world famous carousel. I tend to brake when there's a little tiny kink on the curbs. When it pops out a little bit on the right hand side before that. Keep it around 60 miles an hour, maybe a little less. I don't like to keep a constant turn. I like to kind of just feed the wheel into it, if you will. Again, barely any braking. I don't know why I brake, but just showing everybody for now. Still in fourth gear through this for a good amount of this section. You're just in fourth gear. Bit of brake. Off the throttle, just staying, keeping the curbs with my friends, as my friends. You don't want to hit that curb on the inside, by the way. You're going to nearly flip it and throw it into the wall on the left-hand side. A little bit of power sliding, a bit of brake to turn the car. Once again, don't use high curbs like that. Just coasting through the uphill bits. It slows you down just enough. Here, you may want to go into third and take a little bit tighter of a line than I just did. You can go into fifth here. After the little drop, shift down to the fourth. You can try fifth, but you're just going to lug it a bit going up that little uphill. Coming up is another tricky bit. Try and get all the way back to the right hand side, as far right as you can before you get into that corner. And this corner, the second carousel, you get it right or you're going straight into that Armco barrier to the right. This corner, it's one of the last corners. You could just go full throttle, flat out through it. Just make sure you get it good entrance to it, or else you're going to go all over the place and probably spin the car. Now onto the long straight. Do not shift into sixth. Keep all your speed in fifth gear. Alright. Here's where you get ballsy. Brake as late as you can. Shift it down into third. Keep it nice and close to those curves. Get a great exit on the corner. And that's a lap of the Nordschleife in the Mx5. Good luck to you all, and I hope to see some of you, or none of you. I want to win this one. Bye.